Hey, this is how black people act. You can ask them a question like this: Why are you gay? Slavery. That's the answer. Slavery. Why are you lesbian? Slavery. Why do you have kids out of wedlock? Slavery. Why do you have an STD? Slavery. Why don't you own a home? Slavery. Why are you still living with your parents? Slavery. Why can't you keep a job? Slavery. Why don't you apply for a job? Slavery. Why aren't you married to that woman? Slavery. Why are you in fornication? Slavery. Why are you stealing money? Slavery. Why don't you have a YouTube channel? Slavery. Why did you punch your boss? Why did you punch your boss? Slavery. Why did you fight with your boss? Slavery. Why don't you have a CDL? Slavery. Like, why didn't you go to school? Slavery. Why don't you have a trade? Slavery. Why can't you find a wife? Slavery. Why do you have 5 baby daddies? Slavery. Why do you have 10 baby mamas? Slavery. What? The list goes on, bro. Why don't you have a gun? Slavery. Why did you go to jail? Slavery. Why did you go to jail 5 times? Slavery. Why don't you have a car? Slavery. Why don't you have insurance? Slavery. Why don't you have life insurance? Slavery. Why don't you have health insurance? Slavery. Why don't you go to the dentist? Slavery. Why can't you pay your phone bill? Slavery. What else can I say, bro? They make up excuses over and over and over, bro. Like, why don't you work 40 hours a week? Slavery. All they do is make excuses, bro. All they do is make excuses. Like, how can you blame the white man for having sex out of wedlock and making babies? How can you blame the white man? Especially you women. Why do you blame the white man when you open up your legs and let that man put that thing inside of you and leave it inside of you? Why? Why did you go get the abortion? Slavery. Why are black people aborting the kids? Slavery. If you go to a black person and you bring up an issue they have and they don't bring up slavery, that might be a black person that's using their brain. But when you go to these people that are dumb, like Mark Lamont Hill is an idiot with a PhD or whatever he has, a doctorate, that man is going to blame slavery for everything black people do. Mark Lamont Hill said a man can have a child. Like, bro, that is a woman that's having a child that looks like a man because she's mentally insane. Why can't you say that? Why can't you say that though? Why am I saying that? And you're the doctor. You're the doctor. I'm not a doctor, sir. You are the doctor. You went to college. And college taught you that a woman could put on a beard or grow a beard out and identify as a man and make a child and say that she's a man that gave birth to a child. No, that is a woman that gave birth to a child that pretends to look like a man. That is what that is. It's not anything else. All these men are weak. This man said his wife didn't take his last name, bro. What the? Shout out Jesse Lee Peterson, bro. What the? This grown man said his wife shouldn't take his last name. What are we doing, bro? This is a man to you people. He says a man could give birth. His wife doesn't have his last name. He thinks homosexuals are right in that lifestyle. When we know that lifestyle is nasty. It's always going to bring up diseases. We know that lifestyle is nasty, bro. A man going to a dirty butt is nasty, bro. Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? That a man going to another man's butt is clean and is healthy? Mark Lamont Hill, you want me to say that? You want me to say that a man going to another man's butt is clean and is healthy and is righteous and God is allowing that to happen? You want me to say that, Mark Lamont Hill? You Muslim. And we know you Muslims hate gays. I don't think, y'all don't hate gays because a lot of people in the Allah Akbar countries are gay. They sleeping with little boys. Those people are homosexuals. We all know that. We all know that. But they pretend like they hate gay people and they cut their heads off and stuff like that. Just to make, just to look like they're scary or something like that, bro. Come on. Man, no Allah Akbar people come here, but we gonna destroy them. We gonna destroy them, bruh. We will destroy you, Allah Akbars. Come here with that nonsense, we're gonna destroy you. These Democrats didn't take all of our guns, bro. You come here with that Allah Akbar, God is great nonsense, we gonna blow you up, boy. That's all I'm gonna say.